On July 17, 2014, the world watched in horror as news broke of a Malaysia Airlines flight vanishing from radar over eastern Ukraine. This wasn't the first time Malaysia Airlines had faced tragedy that year, with the still unsolved disappearance of Flight 370 still fresh in everyone's minds. But this time, the outcome was tragically clear. Flight MH17, en route from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur, had been torn from the sky, leaving behind a trail of debris and shattered lives. All 298 souls on board, including passengers and crew, perished that day. The plane, a Boeing 777, was a modern marvel of aviation, known for its safety and reliability. Yet, something catastrophic had occurred, something that could not be explained away by mechanical failure or pilot error. The world demanded answers. What happened to MH17? As investigators rushed to the crash site in a region of eastern Ukraine embroiled in conflict, the world held its breath. The initial reports were chaotic, filled with speculation and conflicting information. Was this a terrible accident or something far more sinister? The world wouldn't have to wait long to find out. The Dutch Safety Board, tasked with leading the investigation, would soon uncover the horrifying truth. The Dutch Safety Board, renowned for its meticulous and independent investigations, took the lead in unraveling the mystery of MH17. Their task was daunting: to collect and analyze every scrap of evidence from a war-torn region, interview witnesses, and ultimately provide a definitive answer to what brought down the aircraft. The investigators faced numerous challenges. The crash site was vast and located in an active conflict zone, making access difficult and dangerous. Despite these obstacles, the DSB, with the cooperation of international partners, meticulously combed through the wreckage, retrieving crucial pieces of the puzzle. The team analyzed the aircraft's flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder, painstakingly piecing together the final moments of the flight. They interviewed witnesses on the ground who had seen the plane break apart in the sky. And, crucially, they began to examine the fragments of the aircraft itself, searching for clues that would reveal the cause of the disaster. As the Dutch Safety Board delved deeper into the investigation, the evidence began to paint a grim and undeniable picture. The wreckage of MH17, scattered over a wide area, bore the unmistakable signature of a high-energy impact. The type of damage observed on the fuselage fragments, the cockpit section, and the passenger seats was consistent with the detonation of a missile warhead in close proximity to the aircraft. One of the most chilling pieces of evidence came from the analysis of the cockpit voice recorder. Just seconds before the recording abruptly ended, a sharp, loud noise could be heard, a sound that experts identified as the acoustic signature of a missile detonation. This sound peak, combined with the sudden loss of communication from the aircraft, strongly indicated a catastrophic event that overwhelmed the plane in an instant. Furthermore, the DSB discovered small, bow-tie-shaped fragments embedded in the wreckage. These fragments, upon closer examination, turned out to be parts of a Buk missile warhead. The paint on these fragments matched the paint used on Buk missiles known to be in the possession of the Russian military, adding further weight to the conclusion that MH17 had been shot down. Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 embarked on what should have been a routine flight from Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport to Kuala Lumpur International Airport. The flight plan took the Boeing 777 on a southeasterly course over Europe, a route frequently used by commercial airliners. However, on that fateful day, the skies over eastern Ukraine were far from peaceful. Unbeknownst to the pilots, passengers, and crew, a conflict was raging below. A conflict that would soon intersect with their flight path with devastating consequences. As MH17 cruised at 33,000 feet, it flew over a region of eastern Ukraine controlled by pro-Russian separatists. At approximately 1:20 p.m. local time, the plane vanished from radar screens. The wreckage of MH17 was found scattered across fields near the village of Grabove, also known as Grabove, in the Donetsk Oblast of Ukraine. This location, well within the range of Buk missile systems, tragically confirmed what the DSB had already concluded. MH17 had been shot down by a missile.